Hi guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to this Elimination Chamber prediction video. Let's get straight into it. The first match we're going to look at is for the US title, the triple threat match. Bobby Lashley, Riddle and Keith Lee. This should be a pretty entertaining fight between these three guys. Pretty big bodybuilding characters, especially Lashley and Keith Lee. I do think we have a new champion, and just to keep on the storyline, because I really would like to see a massive feud between Keith Lee and Bobby Lashley going forward. I don't think Riddle's coming out of this with a title. I am going to pick Keith Lee as your new US champion. Now we go on to another singles match on this pay-per-view, and that is Asuka defending her title. It was meant to be against Lacey Evans, but as we saw on Monday night, she's slightly engaged with a pregnancy to Ric Flair. It's total kayfabe, but yeah, she's actually legitimately pregnant in real life, so that is not going to happen. There is three possibilities of matches what could happen at the Chamber. I think Asuka might do an open challenge of sorts. One would be Peyton Royce, as she was tag team partner to Lacey Evans before the big announcement. If that does happen, I see Asuka retaining. There's two other possibilities, and that is obviously a former tag team partner, and as there was tag team champions, Charlotte Flair. If you remember the last time that Asuka had like question marks at the side of her was a tag team partner after Lana got injured, Charlotte Flair stepped in. That could happen again, and if so, Charlotte wins the title. I think Charlotte is being used as one of the main champions for WrestleMania. I think it was going to be her against Lacey Evans, as I do predict that Lacey Evans would have won the championship at the Chamber against Asuka. So I do think there's a title change on the hands, and it would be Charlotte Flair who would take the championship. Now, as a shock outside guess, if you will, and she hasn't quite made her debut on the main roster yet, and that's Rhea Ripley. This is total stab in the dark. Now that Lacey Evans is being sidelined with the pregnancy, I can see Rhea Ripley taking her spot. So I think Rhea Ripley comes in, beats Asuka, and we get a Ripley-Charlotte feud going into WrestleMania. The rematch from last year's WrestleMania. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening as well. So out of the three possibilities for Asuka, there's only one way that she will retain the title. It really sucks. I think Asuka has not been booked very well in her second championship run. It's a shame. I really like Asuka, but there is another outside guess, I suppose. They could throw Alexa Bliss into this. I really hope they don't. I think she's got more bigger things later on in the show to be used in this one, but there is a possibility. We go on to a first Elimination Chamber, and it is the Raw one I'm going to talk about first. Drew McIntyre putting his title on the line in a chamber match. It must be insane. He is facing Sheamus, who is the last one to be released from the pods. You've got Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, and Kofi Kingston. I do expect a hell of a lot of shenanigans in this match. It is going to be a wild ride for sure. There's always the hanging possibility of the Miz cashing in, and that is one of my little like side predictions, if you will. I'm going to read out what I've written down anyway. I've got Orton wins, gets attacked by the Fiend at the end, and then as he's laid out, the Miz cashes in his money in the bank and takes the title. No, there's no way I want Miz to take the title. I don't see him as champion, and if he is, he's not going to be champion for long. But he's got to cash in at some point, right? And Elimination Chamber matches are renowned for such cash-ins. I mean, Edge made this his own. How many times did he cash in for titles? Elimination Chamber matches of sorts. The New Year's resolution was definitely one of the biggest shocks of all. So yeah, it is a big, massive possibility that The Miz walks out as WWE champion. But we all know that the shenanigans is the Fiend. The Fiend is going to be a part of this, whether he looks like what we know and love him as, or it's a new demonic character, I really don't know. Lexa's going to play a part. It's probably going to be fire around the pod that Orton's in, or he's going to get dragged through the pod. There's just going to be so much stuff happening inside this match. With it being in a cage as well, there's so much they can rig on the outside. So that the possibilities are literally endless. I have decided, though, that I'm going to pick Drew to retain. Just for the simple fact is I really want Drew to go to WrestleMania with that title. I think it's only fitting that he has that year reign. But I can see why people would put the title on Orton. The old circle, as you will. Yeah, so the possibilities are endless there. I am going to pick Drew to retain in that match. We go on to the Smackdown one, and now this is a different kettle of fish for me, because this is actually looks really exciting. There's so many new faces in this match. It can go literally any way. The lineup is Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso versus Baron Corbin, or King Corbin, versus Sami Zayn. Well, we know that Sami Zayn is going to be one or two entrant in this. He's not going to be placed in a pod. Because, conspiracy, man, it's a conspiracy. Sami Zayn will be probably the first one eliminated by suspicious circumstances, or as he claims, cheated out of yet another title reign. Cesaro is heavily predicted by a lot of people. I really wish that they would pull the trigger on this lad. He's been with the company so long now, and he's just a great wrestler. But can I see it? No, I don't think so. I still think there's a storyline what still needs to be told. Baron Corbin's no way easy winning. Sorry. Jey Uso is going to do his best to attack one person under instruction of certain Roman Reigns. So yeah, Jey's whole mission is to get Kevin Owens. That's his job. What in the chamber is to get rid of Owens. I do think that Kevin Owens wins the chamber match and goes on to face Roman Reigns again. I know there's got to be a stipulation, right, for like Fastlane, where this is your last chance. Seriously, because they can't keep throwing Kevin Owens into this mix all the time. There's got to be a last chance match. So I think that's what we're leading to. I get that feeling that Kevin Owens is just there to get us to WrestleMania, where it's going to be Roman against Edge. But we don't want to have that match at Fastlane, because you've got to build that match for Mania, surely. So yeah, I think Kevin Owens wins the chamber, faces Roman Reigns in that title match on the same show. I don't know if it's directly after the Chamber match or later in the night. It depends on where they fit that Chamber match, in my opinion. But I do think Roman Reigns retains his title on the night. So yeah, a recap what I've got so far. I have Keith Lee to become the new US champion. Asuka so up in the air with that prediction. If she faces Peyton, Royce, retains. She faces Charlotte or Rhea Ripley, she loses her title. Raw Elimination Chamber, I have got Drew McIntyre to retain, but with lots of shenanigans. It so easily could be Randy Orton who wins, but just watch out for the Miz. The Miz is the Joker card, if you will, or the ace in the hole, whatever. He's got to cash in at some point. He's not got long left. I would hate to see that at Mania, so please, let's get it over and done with now so we can sort it out for Mania. And the last one is the Smackdown one. Kevin Owens wins the Chamber, but Roman Reigns retains the title. I'm sure Smackdown will see more matches added. Surprised that Naomi and Lana haven't had their title match against Shayna and Nia. My hole! Yeah, I have to do that. Yeah, could see either like Sasha Banks defending a title. They still build at the minute, because what you wouldn't want to put her against Bianca Belair, because that's a Mania match. So I'm going to be watching SmackDown with eagle eyes, see if there's any more matches. I'm sure there will be. There's surely a kickoff show match thrown in somewhere along the lines. So yeah, use the comment section below. Let me know what you guys are thinking, where you guys leaning. Do you think there's another challenger to Asuka? Will she even be on the card? Who knows? They're so badly booking her right now, it's unreal. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this pay-per-view. Pretty quick little video. There's not really much to talk about because the card is not really that stacked with loads of matches, to be fair. So yeah, let me know what you think. Please like this video. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a comment, as always. Share on social media so other people can see. And I've been Dave in real life. You've been awesome. And remember to always keep it real. Until the next time. Bye for now.